Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Justin Hoffmann, Head of Operations of Starship Technologies.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Is this a clicker?
Just click,
Okay, thank you. Is the microphone on? All right. Let's just get this set up. I think we have slides. All right. No. All right. What a hunk. What a great talk that was. Boy, he can do this in his sleep. I'm not very happy about having to follow up as the speaker to that. Great job. Can we get a round of applause one more time for Al? I'm just going to get something ready. Got a little surprise for you guys. But anyways, so one thing, before I get into kind of the Starship and sort of what we're looking to do, a little bit about myself. I was born and raised in Foster City, so I'm a local. Went to school at the College of San Mateo before transferring to UC Berkeley, working for Credit Suisse's M&A team after college before starting my own tech startup and then eventually joining Starship as the head of operations for the West Coast. One question that we think about a lot at Starship is, what if we could make local on-demand delivery virtually costless? And what if we can do so while reducing congestion and pollution in our busy downtown areas, even in the midst of hyper growth in e-commerce? Starship is looking to make a quantum leap in solving the last mile delivery problem with the introduction of the world's first commercially available autonomous delivery robot. This is the real star of the show. I'm just the human. So a little bit about the company. Some of you may have heard of Skype, which sold to Microsoft for several billion. They disrupted the telecom industry, changed it forever, and they're looking to do the same thing for last mile logistics. It was started by Skype co-founders, and now we have over 125 employees globally. And we are the leader in this emerging industry of ground-based delivery robots. And so we have operations now in 6 cities in 5 different countries. We just launched the US earlier this year, and we are currently in the Bay Area and Washington, DC. And it's a very exciting time. We work with companies such as DoorDash and Postmates, which you may have heard of, doing food deliveries, package deliveries, and grocery delivery. So the last mile problem is essentially that there's not much room for further optimization on the cost side for package delivery companies or on-demand delivery companies because of the stagnant cost structure of human labor and vehicle costs. And historically, companies have resorted to marginal 1 or 2 or 3 percentage point enhancements, but it has resulted in more inconvenience for the deliveries. So, you may have come home, for example, to a sticker on your door saying, hey, we tried to deliver your package and you weren't here because obviously you're at work. We're looking to flip that around and actually have you be able to determine when you want your packages to be delivered. All the while, consumer expectations are going through the roof and pushing the economics in the opposite direction, wanting inexpensive and convenient delivery immediately. 2-day shipping is too late, right? They want it same day, same hour. So our mission is to build the world's first, our mission is to build the world, just read the slide, Justin. So our mission is to build the world's most efficient local on-demand delivery service. And essentially our business model is a B2B2C template wherein we partner with large corporate companies and essentially deliver on behalf of them to the end users. We focus on food delivery, groceries, and packages, like I mentioned earlier, and we essentially are building a fleet of neighborhood robots that small businesses can utilize in the face of growth in e-commerce, which has been crippling our local mom-and-pop shops and also brick-and-mortar businesses. So we aim to provide convenient on-demand delivery in a 1 to 2 mile radius within 45 minutes. And it's a pay-as-you-go model. So think of it as a platform as a service with robot delivery as the service. And so the lawyer term for our delivery robot is a personal delivery device, a PDD. And essentially it uses underutilized infrastructure in our public, in our public cities, such as sidewalks and road crossings. So we don't drive in the cyclist lane, we don't drive on the streets. They cruise at about 4 miles per hour, which is a brisk walking speed. And they're equipped with 9 cameras and ultrasonic sensors, so that it's able to navigate within 1 inch of precision. It can intelligently anticipate obstacles around it and avoid it accordingly. That includes pedestrians, general obstacles like trash cans and trees that are blocking the sidewalks, I don't know, and traffic situations. And the robotic fleets are essentially monitored by human operators from anywhere around the world who are able to monitor and assist robots in times of need. Otherwise, they drive autonomously. They're able to carry about 20 pounds, which is approximately 3 grocery bags, if you will, and they are locked when they're in transit to the customer. So if I actually go up to it and try to open it, you won't be able to. As a customer, you'll receive a text message, and you'll have a link, and the link will have a button. The button will be able to unlock the robot, and I wish you guys could see on the inside, but feel free to drop by afterwards. But essentially, there's enough room for 3 grocery bags. So these are super safe robots. Safety and economic viability are baked into the DNA of the company. These robots are extremely inexpensive to make. We're bringing down the cost of production to about $1,000, or the same price as like an expensive iPhone, because we're aiming to bring down the cost of delivery to about $1. I won't bore you too much with the technology, but essentially it has a sensor suite around it, uses computer vision, radar, and infrared and ultrasonic sensors. So it creates a bubble of perception and awareness whenever it's in travel to a given destination, and it's able to detect and avoid obstacles with very strong accuracy. And so, we've traveled over 30,000 miles to date in public sidewalks, have encountered over 5.5 million people, and have not had a single incident to date. That's how good this robot is. And we're not looking to build 100% autonomous robots. We're looking to build what we call 99% autonomous robots, because we always want to have a human be able to supervise and assist the robot in times of need. So for example, whenever it reaches a road crossing, you'll always have a human operator looking through the cameras, making sure that the roads are clear and safe to cross. And so this is more of a visualization of sort of what a local delivery fleet might look like for small businesses, restaurants, and so on. And so we can essentially perform deliveries within a 2-mile radius, within 45 minutes, and we're already doing so in 6 different cities every single day in 5 different countries, 4 in Europe and the United States. More specifically, right here in Redwood City, San Carlos, Sunnyvale, and Washington, D.C. The consumer experience is flawless. You order food from DoorDash, for example, and you might have a robot come to your door instead of a human. You'll be able to track the robot as if it were an Uber with live tracking on a map. And when it arrives to you, it'll let you know it's outside, and it'll meet you at your front door and give you the button to unlock the robot. We have over 100 robots globally, and we have tested in 63 cities around the world. Like I mentioned, we had traveled over 30,000 miles in public sidewalks and encountered 5.5 million people along the way. Social acceptance is very interesting. The first time folks see the robot, they're ecstatic. They're taking pictures, Snapchats, as was mentioned earlier, which people use, people my age, I suppose. And what's interesting is that the second time they see it, it's almost like a a sort of a decay function. So the first time they see it get really excited, second time it just dramatically drops off. They might kind of look over their shoulder. Third time it's as if we don't even exist. And that's kind of what we were hoping to do, because we want to operate invisibly in the background of everyday life. We want to make autonomous delivery robots mainstream and widely adopted, and turning kind of deliveries into something that you don't really think about. It just kind of happens. It's magic. You push a button, you order food, you order groceries, and it just comes to your door when you're actually home. And so to date, even though we've encountered over 5 million people, we have not had a single accident, which is a huge kudo to our engineering team who have developed and continually iterates the product over time as it gathers data every single day that it's operational. Kids obviously love us. We actually aim to get names from kids because we're looking to name the robot. We've been having naming contests for the last 2.5 years, trying to nail down the perfect name. We just haven't been able to do it yet. But we hear the darnest things from kids, and they make our day. In fact, on Valentine's Day, a couple little third graders handed the robot some flowers, and it was a pretty magical moment, if I may say so myself. And that's it. This is our COO, Alan Martinson. If you have any questions or would like to bring the robot delivery service to your city, please feel free to reach out. Thank you so much.